I'm making the most amount of progress I've ever made in my life in the gym right now. And it's partially due to my new posture routine. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the fact that you will not be able to get fit and healthy without first adopting a state of consciousness that is resonant with well-being and with health. And this is a big issue that I face because upon getting diagnosed with a lifetime illness, well, that statement right there kind of says it. A lifetime illness. I'm going to spend the rest of my life ill. If you've ever dealt with that, that just sets you up for failure in life. To constantly perceive yourself as someone is sick. There was a study done, I'm not sure the name of the study, but you can look it up, where they took a bunch of old people and they surrounded them with stuff that reminded them of their youth. And because they were reminded of their youth, they started operating with more energy. They started being more energetic. They started moving their body more. They started being more lively. And when they put them back around the stuff that reminded them that they were being old and that they're getting older, and then the association with getting older is that you get sick, you're in more pain, you're more stiff, you have less energy. They started operating that way. And the point I'm trying to make from this is your perception of reality is the reality that you experience. So for myself, being diagnosed with this chronic illness and also experiencing severe pain, I was set up for failure because I began perceiving life through the lens of I'm a person that is sick. And because of that, unconsciously, I would operate as a person that's sick. So how the fuck would that ever help me become strong? How would that ever help me become healthy? The biggest thing I did for my fitness transformation was I stepped out of the frequency of being ill and I stepped into the frequency of health and well-being. I didn't have fucking crazy goals in the gym, all right? I just wanted a life where my joints don't hurt, I'm pain-free, I can train and I don't have to worry about getting injured, and I don't think that my body's fragile, and I feel lively and I feel energetic. And I had tried changing my diet, I had tried modern medicine, and I'm not saying there's not a place for that, but that wasn't enough for me. What got me to the finish line, to where I am now, I'm on the best gym streak I've been in, I feel the strongest I've ever been, I have no pain whatsoever. What got me here was practical metaphysics, understanding that my mind creates my reality. Even if you don't have a chronic illness, your identity is going to create your reality. Your internal world is going to create the reality you experience. The reason why fat people can't get skinny or get in shape is because it's not their identity. They're operating from a state of consciousness that is resonant with being fat. So the prerequisite for me making this progress in the gym had nothing to do with the type of exercises I was doing, how I'm eating. No. The prerequisite was my identity shift. Shifting to a state of consciousness that is resonant with well-being and health. A lot of people that have the same disability that I have, which is called ankylosing spondylitis, a lot of the people that have this illness are severely crippled and they're on disability payment for the rest of their life because they can't work a job. That's not the person I wanted to be, all right? I wanted to be a person that was strong and healthy like I used to be. So I had to rid the idea that I even have a disability from my consciousness. I don't say that about myself. I don't say that I have a disability unless I'm trying to quickly convey to someone, like in the medical field, about my illness. You know what I mean? But I don't view myself as a person with a disability. That would only hinder my growth. So take the time to stop and think about how you view yourself when it comes to health and fitness. Before you will ever see any progress, you must first make an internal shift. You must shift your identity. You must become a person that is fit mentally before you will ever become physically fit. This mindset shift is why I was able to take myself from being literally crippled, literally disabled, and dealing with chronic pain that was preventing me from working, to the person I am now, where I don't deal with any physical pain on a day-to-day basis. I don't consider myself someone with a disability, and I feel energetic. I set this as the baseline for myself, so I always have a place to return to. You need to ask yourself, what is your baseline when it comes to health? Obviously, eating clean is important. Obviously, working out properly is important as well. But the prerequisite for all of that is an identity shift. Shifting your identity to being one that is resonant with well-being. Now, I hope you have a great day. It's raining right now. It's kind of fun recording in the rain. I like the rain a lot. If you'd like me to personally remove your subconscious blocks and help you evolve into the limitless and integrated man you are destined to become, link in the bio. You can work with me one-on-one. I love you guys. Peace out.